It was the 40
now
seconds.
pills. Huh?
I said it was the 40 seconds.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's all good, man. I know niggas be on CPT time. It's all good, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But anyway, welcome back to the motherfucking show. I know you missed us. I missed us. You feel me? But we back today because the world is burning. Shit is falling apart. Banks is failing. The goddamn commercial real estate market, which is a $20 trillion market, is getting ready to implode. Niggas is still on the internet capping, talk about they want virgins and they don't want hoes. Just all kinds of shit is going on, man. Well, what's up with you fellas? What's been going on with you all week? Well, the last 2 weeks, really, because we ain't been here in 2 weeks, man.
Shit, just eating popcorn, watching the world burn.
Shit, man. Shit, same here. I ain't worried. Shit, it's only one world I live in, and that's my world. Be worried about that shit. I adapt. We humans. We adapt to the environment.
I know that's right. And neither one of y'all have no money in none of them banks that failed. Because I think Silicon Valley Bank was somewhere in California.
Nowhere near me.
Yeah, I ain't got no. I don't know. I'm still good this far, and if shit hit the fan, I'm gonna figure it out. Man.
Either one,
either my mattress, I'm Gucci.
You stupid nigga. So you guys been keeping up with the financial news lately? You've been preparing yourself for what for what's possibly to come. I mean, you got these BRICS nations talking about starting their own thing, man. And if they successful, a lot of people don't realize if the BRICS nations is successful in doing transactions outside of the U.S. dollar, all those dollars that's out of the United States is coming back to the United States, and we're gonna have about 20-30% inflation. So if you think eggs was expensive a couple weeks ago or a month or so ago,
It's time to start stealing chicken.
Wait till the motherfucker start costing $50 a goddamn dozen.
We about to start stealing chickens in this motherfucker.
Yeah, man, you gonna have to start doing something, man. I keep telling niggas, man, the time is now, man. We all we got. We think all these other groups of motherfuckers is gonna look out for us, but they ain't.
Shit, honestly, man, I'll be really flirting with this idea. It might get to the point where, man, they might just get too wicked. We might just have to start taking shit. Fuck your $50 of eggs, nigga. We running in your store taking them. Just like they running in the malls right now. I know y'all see it. They running in the malls and stores. They just loading their bags up and walking right out that bitch. Shit. If shit get wicked, we might have to do that with our food, man.
Shit,
that's probably what it would have to take, nigga. Like, nah, y'all niggas doing too much now, nigga. We about to just take everything. Fuck your $50 eggs. That's probably what we would have to be on.
The dude that's going on in San Francisco, based on what I've been observing from the news. But the dude from Cash App just got killed up there in San Francisco. It's bad up that motherfucker.
Not just him, the other people too. One of them was seriously drowned recently. I forget what happened to the third one, but yeah, that shit weird.
Yeah, it's real weird, man. We in some very, very interesting times, but also very dangerous times. And, I say all the time, niggas are very serious about not being very serious, which is very unfortunate. But that could cost a lot of niggas their life, man, especially with what's going on now, because we're in a major transition that none of us have been alive for. The last time this kind of a transition happened was right after World War II. So you're talking almost 100 years ago. Well, none of us alive when it was happening then. So this is a new experience for all of us. But I don't think niggas is really prepared for what possibly can happen between now and 2030. Most niggas ain't. And I advocate, for niggas to stop their tomfoolery and do some study, man. Fuck these bitches. What good is having a bitch gonna do when you can't even afford a loaf of bread because it costs $10,000?
It costs $10,000 for somebody else. I'm gonna wait for you to buy it for $10,000. And I'm gonna wait by your trunk.
You must ain't seen that video. You must ain't seen that goddamn that DoorDash video I put up on my Instagram.
Nah, cause you ain't follow me back. God damn it, you still got me on request, motherfucker.
My man My man was in there picking up his DoorDash order, and two dudes walked up in there and tried to rob the place. As soon as they stopped paying that motherfucker attention, looked like he pulled out a big ass 4.5 and killed both of them, and then
Damn.
bounced. I was like,
Damn.
yo, it's getting ready to get real out this motherfucker. Niggas ain't like when the shit went down in Venezuela, niggas was not paying attention. So like for me, when I see all these women on Instagram, you know, posting their body and twerking their ass, the first thing that come to my mind is, oh, these bitches is getting ready to be whoring like they was in Venezuela because the shit get ready to hit the fan.
Yep.
Everybody money get ready to be fucked up.
If they don't get snatched up and pushed to do it without they unwillingly.
Mm-hmm. Trying to tell you, man, it's a cold world out here, man. So besides that, how you guys been doing for the last 2 weeks, man? Because, you know, we keep up with each other, but we usually do this once a week. It's just, you know, like I said, sometimes things change and, you know, plans change. But how you guys been doing over the last 2 weeks? What y'all been into? What's new in your life?
Shit, I was in Vegas last week because my boy, he be going out to this little running shit, this little marathon shit with his job. That's why I couldn't do it because I was in the middle of the goddamn desert at 1 p.m. because it's called the Baker to Vegas, where, you know, they do like a little relay race from Baker to Vegas. So all the workers, like one worker will do 6 miles, one worker will do 10. Like you get a group and it's all the way to Vegas. So at 1 p.m. when the show is supposed to start, I was like, oh shit, I'm about to be in the desert. I ain't got no service over here. So I was like, damn, I can't even make it. But, you know, that's what I've been on. The same shit, working on my comedy, man, writing, you know, reading this new book I'm on, trying to perfect my craft, man. That's what I'm on right now, man. I ain't really worried about nothing else going on right now, but perfecting, you know, me, you know. Nothing special though, just that.
As it should be. Nothing wrong with that. And, you know, most motherfuckers would say that, what's the word? What's the word, bro? Come on, you know the word.
What say what? What word? What you mean?
They would say that you too focused on yourself.
Oh,
What's
I'm
the
too
word for that?
You're
selfish.
a
Nah, not
narcissist.
self. You're a narcissist. Yeah, they would say, "Whoa, you
Oh,
being a
damn.
narcissist, nigga."
You know what? Explain that to me. I never
What the
knew
fuck are
what
you
that
doing?
means.
What the fuck is you doing focusing that much on yourself? How dare you?
Explain narcissism. I hear that word a lot, but I don't know exactly what it means, to be honest. You know, like what
I
does that
mean,
Well,
mean?
it
in layman's
basically,
terms, it's really
it,
just
ba-
like basically like a person that's just like super self-centered and everything. You know, type of it's deeper than that, but like essentially, it's a person who like everything got to revolve around them. They're like their world, like how you say you got your own world,
Mm-hmm.
but you recognize that there are other worlds too. Everybody else got their own world. They don't recognize that. They like, no, everything gotta go
it's
through,
my
flow through,
world,
be
and you
above
just
me.
a squirrel trying to get a nut in
Exactly.
it.
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, yeah, you basically have a high interest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You should be interested in yourself because if you ain't interested in you, who else gonna be?
Facts, big facts.
You know. But yeah, man, shit is crazy. What about you, Tone? How you been doing over this past 2 weeks since the last time we was here, man?
And I just been working, man. I've really been working and just shit working.
I
Other than that,
know that's right. How them babies doing, man?
ah, working. They working. My nerve.
They working. Damn, man. Yeah, I'm starting
My
to believe
nerve.
that. I'm starting to believe that you a Jamaican, motherfucker. You got 19 jobs.
No, they working my nerves. Man.
Oh, okay. Okay. Um, I also want to say to everybody, Happy Easter. For those of you who celebrate it, I don't, because I know that most of you motherfuckers don't even know what the fuck you celebrating. You just doing it because somebody taught it to you.
And you like eggs.
You stupid. And rabbits. I want to give a quick shout out to the homie Ebo Sosa. What's up, brother? How you doing? Hope you're doing well out there. But most people think that Easter has something to do with the religion of Christianity and Jesus specifically, but that's not true. Easter has everything to do with marking the uh, spring equinox when that happens, because it doesn't happen at the same time, or rather on the same date every year. And that's because our calendars Even though we go by that time, that's not the correct time. You should be going by the time that's laid out by the solar system. But most of you motherfuckers be too busy to pay attention to when the days get longer, unless somebody told you it's daylight savings time, because you ain't interested in shit like that. It's very unfortunate because we as black people, we the pioneers of looking at the stars. But I digress. Anyway, Easter, it could be in May. I mean, it could be in March or April. It fluctuates, you know, for about a month of days between those 2 months, and it always happened after the first full moon, after the first Sunday after the first full moon, after the spring equinox. Again, it has absolutely nothing to do with Jesus, and I hate it for all you Bible believers who, that's what you operate off as far as how you live your life. You're very confused. It's very unfortunate. And
Allegedly, allegedly.
when you need some proper teachings, come holler at your man, not your boy, because ain't no boys over here, and toys ain't for us.
They allegedly live after what that book said.
Exactly, allegedly, because most people be full of shit. You know it. I know it. We done all seen it. You know what I'm
They just
saying?
pick and choose the parts they wanna abide by. They don't follow all of it, huh?
Exactly. They custom fit it. You know what I'm saying, for their brand of bullshit. That's really all it come down to. But I got some real shit here that I want to share with you guys, and I want you to comment, your thoughts on what this brother has to say, because I can certainly appreciate what he has to say.
Niggas is waiting on entertainers to do it for, but it's real people out here that's been doing this shit that niggas never look at. And that's the fucked up part, because I need a sensational nigga to tell me how to do something. But it's a nigga in your neighborhood that's been showing you the fucking way. But niggas don't care about that shit. I need you to have on jewels and all this other shit, which is fucking fucked up. Because you creating a system of people who only look at niggas who have material gains to listen to. And these not the great thinkers of this fucking world. It's nobody quoting these niggas as the great thinkers of this world. But that's the niggas who niggas look at. But the niggas who are really in depth and who have solutions for this shit, who don't never think about can't. Nigga, I'm solution based. I don't listen to problems to gossip with niggas. And I understand. But niggas don't have no fucking heart. You can't go to war with niggas who love tangible things. And niggas talk that fucking warrior shit, but these niggas is so unproven. But you give your loyalty to niggas who are unproven, who do shit for money, and that's it. They don't do shit for the love of the people. And the biggest commodity of anything is the fucking people. It's no you without the people. Don't give a fuck how much money you got. With no people, nigga, you're nothing. I survive with the people. It's niggas that's growing food when niggas is hungry. Nigga, we got a guard. We growing food for niggas. You ain't got to go to the grocery store. That's the real shit. Niggas.
I concur. What you fellas think about what the gentleman had to say?
Man, that shit done sparked something. Cause I feel exactly what we saying. We could use our channel for example. If niggas really watch this show every Saturday or Monday, whenever we do it, they would learn a lot of shit. But like we don't have the aesthetics, the perfect fucking podcast studio background with the lighting and the jewelry and shit like that. Cause honestly,
And,
man,
and
like.
a bunch of goofy bitches is on here saying some goofy shit.
Yeah. So we don't have that. So they be like, oh man, they don't know what they talking about. Cause that's how stupid people are. They'll be like, oh man, he ain't got enough. He ain't got enough followers. He don't know what he talking about. And me, I'm just a regular nigga. I be dropping game to people, and they just like probably be like, you know what, this nigga live in his car. He don't know. He ain't got no life experience. Nigga don't know what he talking about. He ain't lit. He don't drive a Mercedes. He ain't got no fat ass
Where
chain
your
and shit
hoes
like
at?
that. Nigga, where the hoes at? Exactly, nigga. Like they want to see you post these stupid ass receipts. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you smashing a chick on live before they believe you. Like it just. But that's just the clown world we live in. He is so fucking right about that shit. Cause nigga a bum off the street could tell you some shit that he a bum, but he might have some experience to life as to why he got there. So he can teach you how not to be a bum, even though he a fucking bum. Like, you can get knowledge from anybody because every human on earth experienced something that you didn't. You know what I'm saying? I go all night. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. That shit crazy. That shit's real shit though.
Well, shit, like you pretty much covered the most of it. Like we want somebody that's gonna be like Martin Luther King. Why we ain't got no Malcolm X's or no Martin Luther King? Because you ain't one. Because you ain't decided to be one, and you ain't incentivized nobody else to be one.
Because niggas is scary. That's why.
And then the only ones that want to pretend like they won is the ones that do it for the break, because they got other intentions. Which just go to show you don't really give a fuck because they went and did what you waiting on somebody to do, but only did it for money. And you claim to have these higher righteous, endings to it, and you don't do it. So what's the point?
Yeah, well, for me, what it comes down to, at least some of what I got out of what the brother was saying is, people have a tendency to be failure as leaders, and then they look to other people to lead them or give them the better advice than what they think they could get themselves. The problem with that is they always picking motherfuckers based on appearance and not based on, what I'm saying, whether the information is accurate and actually worthwhile, what I'm saying, for you to use. It's just like, it's no different than when you hear Beyonce sing about single ladies, but this bitch go home to her husband every goddamn night. It's the same.
Jeez.
It's the same dynamic. You know what I'm saying, motherfuckers? And that's one of the things that's wrong with us as black people is we into the flashy shit. When there's motherfuckers out here that's been doing real shit, you know what I'm saying? They unsung heroes. They not somebody who we talk about all the time because they ain't pulling up in a Rolls Royce Phantom, or they ain't got 900 bitches, or they ain't getting their ass beat in the bathroom like Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Shit.
this is why you always hear me say that niggas is very serious about not being very serious. We are more than capable of doing the shit that we need to do for ourselves, even despite the obstacles we got to go through. But niggas don't want to do that because it's nothing in it for niggas. At least that's what they think. You know what I'm saying? But like the gentleman said, man, really the only commodity is the people. Because if you got $1 million and there ain't nobody around, that $1 million is worthless. 'Cause who are you going to trade it with?
Right.
Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, niggas, we got to get it together, man. We doing real bad out here, and we ain't going to do better until we do better. It's really
But
just as simple as that.
they get too possessed in the shininess of the diamonds and gold when a nigga over here dropping gems.
Yeah.
That sound like the weakness the Indians have for firewater. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Shit,
niggas
Exactly.
think they better. You know what I'm saying? Niggas need to get it together and wake the fuck up.
shit.
Go ahead, bro. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, just adding on just a little bit. Like, okay, people will look at me like I'm a very private person with my life, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't really into showing receipts or, talking about how many hoes I got or how many hoes I don't got. Sometimes I ain't got no hoes at all because I be just focused on my own shit. But like a nigga will look at me like I don't know women, but I've had relationships, I've lived with women, like I've been in relationships, 2 5-year relationships, but a nigga might look at me like, oh man, you don't be with the hoes, bro, like you can't tell me about women. Like, nigga, when you living with a woman, you learn next level shit. Hoes is easy, nigga, but when you living with a woman, you got a girl and y'all in some serious shit, that's when you really learn women. But because niggas ain't seen me fuck 1,000 bitches, they probably like, oh, this nigga don't know what the hell he talking about. He got no experience at this shit. You know what I'm saying? When really I got a whole bunch of game for niggas, but they ain't gonna listen. They ain't gonna listen.
Yeah, because what typically works for if you was to take 10 different women and you figure them all out, you can generally figure out most women. Same thing with men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no doubt. I even made the point that you don't even gotta have 10 different women. You really only need one. And if you
Right.
got enough If you spend enough time with her, generally speaking, you have learned all you need to know to pretty much deal with anyone. Because
Facts.
the real deal is this, and it's really hard for people to wrap their minds around this idea. And the idea is that all women are the same, but simultaneously they all different. It's a very difficult concept to understand. But when you begin to look at it like, well, wait a minute, how are all women the same? Oh, they all got titties. Okay, so on that note, they the same. But they all got different personalities. So on that note, they different. So see, you got to be able to wrap your mind around these type of concepts in order to gain any understanding, not just about women, but anything, because that's the way life is set up. It's dichotomous, or two sided. You understand what I'm saying? And when you could grasp that and make sense of that, you make a lot more progress in whatever the fuck it is that you're doing. But speaking about experience, and I'm glad that Ro brought it up because it's something that a lot of guys, they say they got, but they really don't. And then you hear a lot of these motherfuckers talk about, I'm going overseas to get me a virgin. Well, the homie Enlightenment expressed basically the same sentiment that I expressed, but it's been some time ago since I expressed this sentiment in regards to guys dealing with virgins. I've had virgins before, more than a handful in my lifetime. I could tell you from experience, most of these motherfucking dudes is not ready for what a virgin has to offer. And I ain't talking about necessarily sexually. So I'm gonna read to you what the homie Enlightenment on IG posted, and make sure you guys go follow him. His Instagram at is ____. That's 3 underscores and then enlightenment with an E, spelled properly. He says most of the men who seek after and desire virgin women have only conceptualized the thought in theory. The truth of the matter is a virgin or even an uncommonly inexperienced woman with a low body count possesses a unique issue of curiosity, a wandering eye to an extent that most men have never dealt with and are unprepared to deal with. Naturally, not having any prior sexual experience to compare with a current love interest, a virgin woman could literally be in the presence of her dream man and be none the wiser. Moreover, a virgin woman or a woman with a relatively low to mild sexual experience could be with a man who is fully compatible with her sexually, physically, and emotionally, yet still fantasize of and eventually seek out sexual encounters with other men because she has no frame of reference. She hasn't experienced enough presentations of the male form, expressions of male sexuality. She hasn't seen enough variety to make a concise decision about or come to a true realization of what she likes, what she prefers. A virgin or an inexperienced woman will often risk a relationship with a man she is far too she sorry about that. A virgin or inexperienced woman will often risk a relationship with a man. She is far too naive to realize it is a perfect fit for her needs in order to explore less favorable options in relationships to her undiscovered preferences. What most men truly want is a woman who has just enough experience to know what she likes, yet not overwhelming experience in such abundance that no one man will be able to satisfy her now insatiable list of standards, preferences, or desires. The virgin wife thing sounds good on paper and in barbershop talk, but it rarely fits the romanticized description in real life. And I say facts because it's the same sentiment that I express. I just didn't use so many words or explain it in as much detail. And I said essentially that niggas ain't ready to deal with virgins. And they not ready to deal with virgins because virgins ain't got no experience.
But that's because a lot of their logic comes from like TV shows and movies, bro.
Oh,
Like
and
even the concept that when you fly to I won't even say that because that's newer. I say red pill shit. A lot of the bad shit comes from the same place that the behavior that they participate in or the beliefs come. It's like, so for instance, like the fly to a different country and find you a virgin. What have you experienced that like personally that told you his virgins over there? Nothing. All you go off of is these movies where they forced to save themselves to marry. That shit don't happen. Like they're not over there. You got the Muslim countries, but you don't want them because you can't tell what they look like until you done took the shit off. So the countries you talking about going to aren't like that forcibly like a virgin. And how you think she gonna act when she been forced her whole life to be a virgin? The same way that my man's is talking. He's saying she gonna want to be like, oh well, I mean I do like this, but what is this like? Then you catch her, and the crazy part is she'll mess around and like it just because it's different, not even because it's better.
Exactly. Just because it's different. But see, guys don't understand. Guys don't want to accept is that just like they have to go out and gain sexual experience in order to be able to pleasure a woman adequately, women have to go out and get some sexual experience too. What I've said is I think salute to you, OG Rick. What I've said is I think guys just be mad because they wasn't able to thought her out first. You know what I'm saying? And they think that they got to be in competition with the dude that she had sex with the first time, but that's not true. At least it's not true in my case. I can't recall a broad ever saying to me, "Damn, you wasn't as good as my ex." I mean, I ain't never had a broad that would had that much audacity to disrespect me like that. But
In fact, I'm gonna see some wild shit back to.
I say the shit is big cat that niggas only want virgins because they want to be the woman's sexual teacher and they want to be the first one to make her a hoe, and that's just not possible in every case, man. Particularly in America, you ain't gonna find that many virgins in this country. And I'm gonna tell you from experience, it's some bitches in other countries that you think virgins, but they suck plenty of dick and get fucked in the ass a whole lot.
Uh-huh.
They pussy a virgin, but they mouth and they ass ain't. But you niggas don't know that shit because you ain't got no experience with women to begin with.
Just what you see on your phone screen or the TV screen. That's all you about, not by your life experience.
Exactly. And here goes a video that is case in point about some of the shit that I be saying about the shit that women be doing and niggas just be thinking I just be talking. Salute to the homie Dre, because this is where I clipped this video from.
That's not how I be going hard. Harder. No, keep going. Go ahead. What happened? Yeah. What happened? Exactly. 21 seconds.
That bitch only pumped for 21 goddamn seconds. You know she did not get no motherfucking pussy no more.
Keep going.
Right, exactly. Swear to God. But like, don't call me, I won't call you.
But here's the sentiment that I keep expressing to guys that motherfuckers just don't want to get because they just like these bitches. They be in their feelings and they want to have somebody to argue with. 99% of the time, bitches be talking about shit that they don't even do. Like this bitch. She ain't never fucked nobody like a man fuck a woman. But she'll tell you, why you only last a minute? All right, bitch, I'll tell you what. I'm either going to ignore your dumb ass or I'm going to make a fucking example out of you. And that's what this dude did to this young lady. And now she know. But most of the shit that women be saying, they be talking about what they feel on the inside. And that shit is only relevant to them.
But the thing is, like that's why we can't compare men and women. It's not the same. Because look, if her pussy trash, it don't matter. Niggas still gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas still like, oh man, I'm gonna give her another chance. You know what I'm saying? Like we not gonna fucking analyze and evaluate them like they evaluate us. You know, like y'all just said, if we give out some just terrible dick, they might not ever fuck with us. But if they give out some terrible head or some terrible pussy, we be like, oh shit, man, I probably could show her a little something. She just don't know. Well, we always gonna give them a pass, so they don't really have to give a fuck about performing good in bed. Because most of the time, let's be real, women just lay there. You know, you ask her to ride, she probably gonna ride for 20 seconds. She gonna get tired and get off. We all know that they not doing the majority of the work when we have sex. We all know that, but the difference is they gonna judge us harshly off that shit, but we not gonna judge them harshly. So you can't really make that comparison about like, oh, women do it like this and men do it like that, because we gonna give them a pass. And maybe not you, I'm not talking about y'all personally, but I know niggas, most niggas, these niggas that's out here buying farts and dirty panties and bathwater and shit, these bitches can do no wrong, so they don't really they don't have to be like up there in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be. We gotta be the ones that's just like, you know, putting it down and doing more. They don't have to do shit. At least not with most niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, us three, we might like, oh no, bitch, you gotta do something. But let's be real, most of the niggas in the world ain't gonna require women to do shit. So yeah, she can get on top and ride for 30 seconds, and guess what? We ain't gonna care.
Niggas like being slaves, man. Niggas love being slaves. They just don't realize that that's what the fuck they doing. They either gonna be a slave to what white people tell them, or they gonna be a slave to some pussy. Yeah. One or the other. Take your pick, because most of these motherfuckers fall in one of them two categories. And I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's what the truth is.
Yes, sir.
It's very unfortunate, but that's what it is. We gonna get into this other video. We're going to get into this other video. I missed it the last time, but this is an example of another sentiment that I expressed to you niggas, because I know you niggas don't know. You ain't dealt with enough bitches to know. You ain't dealt with enough bitches in depth to know. You be judging them instead of just listen to the shit that they say. You understand what I'm saying? But hold on. We're going to get to the video, and then I'm going to explain what the fuck I'm talking about.
What is a rose party?
It's where all these women put roses on their vagina and they hold it there, and the last person to come gets ate out.
Who's eating the coochie?
I don't know who is doing it, but it sounds like a great time. As soon as I saw it, I was like, why have I never heard of this? Also, I don't know anybody who would do a rose party with me. You probably need like 5 of them.
Yeah, I would think you need a couple.
That's a lot. That takes a lot of time.
Like, when does it become a party? Like after 4?
He said, what, 2 or more again? Isn't it 2 or more gathered? Is that right? Have I been out too long? Man, they gonna tear us up. Actually, if you listen to this podcast, you probably don't want to tell nobody. So, but it sounds like a good ass time.
What?
Now, I told you niggas before, when it comes to these motherfucking women, some of their very first and earliest sexual experiences is with women. And it don't stop, nigga. As you can see, most of you niggas don't even know these bitches be, when they go out on girls' night out, they not necessarily out there fucking another dude. They might be fucking their girlfriends.
You heard Katy Perry.
But you niggas is so goddamn goofy. You worry about what she doing with another nigga and her girlfriend over there licking that bitch to ecstasy. But that's because you niggas are goofy. Salute to Sir Ism out there rhyming like Rakim. What's up, bro? How you doing? Yeah, man. A lot of these motherfuckers, I'm telling you, man, when it comes to women, niggas are completely fucking clueless. Completely clueless. But, you know, they let their favorite dating coach tell them, you know, they got all the information they need. They really know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Hold on. We got to put Ro on the screen, y'all. That nigga got the Kojak. He got the Kojak action going on over there. Motherfucker.
This nigga.
Looking like Sticky Fingers from Onyx, nigga.
I look like your daddy, nigga.
No, motherfucker. My daddy was handsome, nigga.
Damn.
I was just fucking with you, man. So, what you Ro turned? He turned his camera off. He
turned his whole life off.
Yeah, he went out the whole goddamn show.
The whole photo.
That nigga is 5'5" shaft, nigga.
I saw the phone book. He was sitting there.
But Tone, what you know about that, man? What you know about these girls on girls? You know what I'm saying? What you know about these girls gone wild?
Oh man, I remember preschool girls was kissing each other under the coat rack.
That's how it started out. It usually start out with a kiss.
Yep. I say that Carrie Perry shit. She kissed the girl that she liked it. That's what they be on.
And shit, white girls is even more notorious for this than black girls is. Welcome back, Shaq.
We talk about it.
Make sure did you show up with your leather jacket and your 45, nigga?
Nah, I showed up in your auntie backpack. She like little nigga.
Hey,
She 6'4", 300 pounds. She put me in the backpack and take me around the
Boy
world.
said, I'm in my bag. I'm in my bag.
I'm in my purse first for real, nigga.
I wanted to comment on that shit.
Nigga. Go ahead. What you know about bitches licking old bitches and, you know, women having their first sexual experiences with other females?
Oh shit, man. Man. Shit, I went to this little function. I figured that shit out, man. I went to this function. It was all women and just me. It was this girl I was messing with or whatever. You know, she got drunk, passed out, blah, blah, blah. But shit, man, they was up in that motherfucking house just eating pussy everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Well, shit, man, that's what they be doing, man. That's who they practice. And, you know, they be practicing on they zesty bestie. You know what I'm saying? They zesty bestie. They might be doing, you know, practicing shit with their gay best friend too. So
no, they don't be practicing. What they be doing is holding out for the dude that they want. So since they know they can't hold out, they fuck they gay best friend until they're ready to let the dude fuck. Well, that's crazy because you don't know who the gay best friend fucking is.
Yeah,
a chick will smash her girlfriend because to them it ain't cheat.
Yep.
So you be like, you ever cheated on me? She be like, nah. The whole time that bitch got pubic hairs in her motherfucking teeth, nigga, from her girlfriend. But you know, like I said,
she was going to Long John Silver. She was going to jail.
Like I said, man, niggas have no clue, man. They have no clue, and they think they be getting accurate information from their favorite dating coach all the time. It's a handful. Trust me, it's only a handful of these motherfuckers out here on YouTube that I can say I know that these niggas know what the fuck they talking about because they do the same shit that I do.
Shit, and on top of that, like, fellas, free game. When you hear a woman talk about she's celibate, she ain't had sex in 6 months, trust and believe that pussy is still being played with. These hoes cannot control it. See, men, I don't care what nobody say. Men, you know, when you really just buckle down, like, you can really just go without. Like, man, I'm without, man. I'm gonna focus on some other stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go without. I'm gonna chill. But women, they can't control. They can't control that shit, bro. They playing with they got their roles. If they say they celibate, don't think that they not sexually active. They probably really haven't had sex with a dude in a minute, but guess what? They gonna play with it some way, somehow. They not just gonna be on no woman monk mode type shit. They can't do it. They cannot do it, nigga. Tell these hoes to throw away their vibrator. They might shoot your ass, nigga.
That's facts.
Tell them to throw away their vibrator, then see how they look at you funny. Like, oh, you celibate? All right, don't play with your pussy at all. No 2 fingers, no vibrator, no getting ate out, nothing. Tell them to not do it for 6 months. Watch how they look at you crazy.
I think I ain't never been, you know, around no nuns like that, except for when I was in Catholic school way back in the day, like 4th, 5th grade. But I think even them goddamn nuns be up in the motherfucking nun house eating pussy. I mean, it's abnormal.
It's still a virgin.
It's abnormal for human beings. It's abnormal for human beings to go without sex. In my opinion, I couldn't be wrong. Salute to you, early bird. How you doing, bro?
Shit, that's the same for dudes though. If you ask a nigga right now, I ain't fucked no hoes. Like, I'm focused. I ain't fucked no hoes in about 8 months. 9 times out of 10, he ain't got enough discipline. That nigga beating his meat every night till the
So
sun
tell him
come
to
up,
the
nigga.
hood, nigga. Tell
Yeah,
that
don't play that shit with me, cause I call niggas out on that, cause I done been down both roads where I'm fucking beating off, and I done been down roads where I'm just like, man, I ain't had nothing, no sex, no porn, no beat off, no nothing. Like, it's just been me and myself. So I know that most niggas can't discipline themselves to be on that. So anytime you hear a nigga talk about, oh, I ain't worried about these hoes, man. 9 times out of 10, he's sitting in a dark room with some warmed up Vaseline, some
Sponsor
candlestick with a
Johnson.
red light,
Sponsor
killing his
Johnson
meat
and
all
Johnson.
goddamn night,
He
nigga.
said the niggas got candles too, nigga.
A sultry jack off session, nigga.
Smooth jazz. Smooth jazz head in the background.
This nigga said a sultry jack off session, nigga. Yo, you stupid, nigga.
Yeah, I'm
We
tired of the cap, man.
Sultry.
Niggas be capping, bro. Don't act like you focused, man. That's red pill. I guarantee all these super hardcore red pill niggas, that's what they do. They just beat their meat all day because they mad.
They be capping, man. I did a bit in prison, man. So I've been prepared for this shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's not to say that I might not want no pussy. I love pussy, but I don't love pussy more than I love my self respect. I don't love pussy more than I love me.
What's that? What's
I
up for?
don't love pussy more than I love my motherfucking money, nigga.
What's
It's
up for?
just not very high on my list of important shit, but it's up there. It's just way down somewhere close to the bottom. And when you niggas can learn, I did a whole video. Me and Juicy did a whole fucking video in 2020 about this shit. I bought the bitch on the YouTube so she could tell you nigga, when you get control over you, and when I say you, I don't just mean with how you be thinking, I mean all over you, 100%. When you can control your dick, you'll be in control of the women that you fuck with. Because they can't use their pussy against you at that point. They had to come with something else. But you
And
niggas
they
ain't ready
can't
for
come
that.
with nothing else.
And when you get ready, bless my motherfucking Cash App, nigga, because that's all I'm going to tell you.
They be flustered once you take that away from them. Like, oh shit,
Exactly.
that was my best
Oh,
move. I don't know what to do now. Like, that's what
I'm
I'm
trying.
saying.
That's their
All
crossover.
men should
That's
do
their
work mode
crossover
at
right
some
there.
point.
Yeah, that's their crossover mode right there. That's their crossover. That's a woman crossover move. I'm going to cross them over with the pussy. And niggas fall for it every time.
And you know it's coming.
Every time.
You know Allen Iverson about to come with that crossover. You still can't guard that motherfucker.
Trying to tell you, niggas fall victim every day. And you know, I said one time before that I'm convinced that every nigga that's in prison, or virtually every nigga that's in prison, is there behind they there in some way, form, or fashion behind a female. They either kill some goddamn body for a female, rob somebody on female word. You know,
Or
they had
kill the
some
female.
kill the female. You understand what I'm saying? Out there selling drugs, trying to impress these hoes. Impress yourself, nigga. Try that out. Let's see if you can do that. Impress your motherfucking self. So when you look in the mirror, you can pop your goddamn collar and know you the shit because you looking at it.
Whether you get the pussy or not, you still gotta believe you the shit. You gotta really believe something wrong with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you get
It ain't
rejected,
hard to
like,
do.
oh man, she's
When a
stupid.
bitch tell me no, I really know I'm the shit. I just know that bitch can't fuck with me. You can't touch this. That's all. She ain't ready. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Facts.
But see, niggas ain't got that kind of mind state. They ain't got that kind of thought process because they ain't really confident in themselves. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, we gonna move on to the next video. We gonna speak about this dollar thing because you know a lot of motherfuckers. If you think niggas is ignorant about bitches, they twice as ignorant about motherfucking money. Because niggas will get on the internet and put a motherfucking band of money to their face and call that shit the money phone, and they think that shit is. They think they got something. But if having more cash really meant you was rich, then places like Venezuela would be the wealthiest goddamn countries in the world because they got so much cash they throw that shit in the street. But like I said, Niggas ain't got that kind of thought process. And that's why we fucked up out here. Anyway, let's get to the videotape.
If the US dollar collapses, then automatically the US economy will crash. Remember, this is the international currency. There is going to be such massive financial loss in the United States in particular. White America losing most of its wealth. That you can close your eyes and anticipate panic in the United States of America and riots in the United States of America. They might have to declare martial law in the United States. But more than that, the collapse of the US dollar, since this is the international currency, is going to create panic in the weak currency areas of the world. Indonesian rupiah, the Bangladeshi taka, the Pakistani rupee. There's going to be panic as people struggle and rush to dump their paper.
Damn, nigga, did you start snoring? Did you fall asleep, nigga? Anyway, a lot of you motherfuckers, like I said, a fourth turning hasn't happened, and that's what we in. That's what this time period in history is called. It's called the fourth turning, and it's a time of change, of transition. The last time the United States went through a period like this was after the Second World War. None of us right now on this live was alive then, so we don't have that experience to go off of. But ain't none of us dumb. We intelligent enough. We know something going on. We just don't know exactly what. And if niggas was serious about being serious, then niggas would be getting prepared. Shout out to the homie Professor MGTOW, because he been telling y'all niggas for a long time about, and I don't agree with everything he say, but a lot of the shit that he say, he 100% right about. You know, but this is something that folks like him, folks like me, have been speaking about for quite some time, and niggas is still not prepared. April 8th, 2023. Niggas still ain't got prepared yet. Y'all still got confidence in this system. And I totally understand it's very hard to see something outside of the system when this is all you know, all you ever have known. We was born into this thing. But when you got that gut intuition and you a motherfucker like me and you follow it, you investigate, find out what's going on. And I'm here to tell you that when the US dollar loses its reserve currency status, I'm not sure a lot of you motherfuckers are aware of this. I posted a video of this on my Instagram when Jerome Powell said it. He said that there could be more than one world reserve currency. When he said that, I started buying Bitcoin heavy because that told me, there's trouble in paradise. Something get ready to hit the fan. I don't know if it's going to be shit or sugar, but it's something get ready to hit. And I can tell you, because although I'm not an economist, I'm not a financial advisor, I ain't stupid. If the American dollar loses its reserve currency by itself, it's not going to go away immediately. But if it loses reserve currency, if you think inflation was high last year, motherfucker, it's going to be 20 or 25% inflation. And ain't none of you niggas ready. You ain't got no gold. You ain't got no silver. You ain't got no Bitcoin. A lot of niggas don't own real estate. It's time to, now is the time for niggas to make their move. And niggas is still online talking about how to get a bitch. Fuck these bitches unless they helping you make moves. Simple
That's
as
because
that.
they focusing on the check. It's like, you know, they say like 3D chess. It's like layers. It's like one layer where niggas at is watching the checkers game that's going on. The layer above that is the chess game, and the layer above that is the third degree of chess. I mean, the fourth degree of chess. And niggas is focused on the checker game of what's going on you know, on the internet, like, you know, with the bitches, or what's going on with celebrities and shit like that.
Exactly.
And then the chess game, Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, I was just gonna interject, but then niggas wonder why these motherfucking black women behave towards you the way that they do. Cause you ain't got nothing to incentivize them with. You get it? See, the real, like I said before, the real problem niggas got is not with black women, it's with these motherfucking white people. Cause it's these white people that's incentivizing black women to behave in such a way that's counterproductive for her and black men. But instead of black men taking all that aggression out against white folks, they take it out against somebody who easy to attack. That right there say you a fucking coward. And that's why motherfucking men the world over, other groups of men the world over don't got no respect for us. Because we arguing with bitches about being bitches. Like the homie RPC said, and he ain't the only one. Behind every bitch is a bitch ass dude. And I'll be damned if that shit ain't true. Motherfuckers think you got it together, but you don't. We in last place, nigga. Matter of fact, we ain't even in last place. We in the place behind last place. And we ain't even getting the goddamn turn into the last place, motherfucker.
We the water boys at this point. We the water boys at this point. Making everybody else game better. Making it easy for everybody else to win. Well, when somebody want to come up, what they do? They sell to black people. You got the Asians with the beauty supply stuff. You got, the Middle Easterns for like the gas stations and liquor stores. You got the Jamaicans with the hair and like oils and shit. Like, they all sell to us, come up and then feed their family, feed their people.
Indeed, indeed.
We the water boy.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think this is just an opinion. I just believe that, like, if black people ever want to take control, we have to say fuck your money. Like, we just got to start taking shit, cause we ain't gonna never like out money these motherfuckers, man. Just like your bank account.
Unless we come up with a system of our own.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta be like, okay, like that's the white man dollar. We got the nigga dollars over here. We don't give a fuck about that shit. Fuck your change, fuck your cars, fuck your houses. We gonna go over here. But the thing is, we gotta be ready for that, because they gonna come try to blow all of that shit up. So we gotta build a fucking army. That's number one. We gotta build an army of fucking strong men, who ain't gonna fold, which is not gonna happen. But it's just like, we gotta like take shit, because you can get millions of dollars. As you can see, look what they did to Kanye West. You can have billions of dollars, nigga. They shut that shit down tomorrow. What power do you really have? That's what made me believe, like, dang, like, we really probably just have to go on some barbaric take shit. Like, no, nigga, we barbarically taking everything. Fuck what you talking about, and we gotta die about it. But that's like, we ain't got enough power to like really fight like that. So it's just like, what do you do?
Honestly, the proper way out dollaring them is out strategic. Like, we getting out strategized. Like, we got, like, most of the spending comes from our community. So to say that we don't have the money is not true, because we got it. We just don't strategically spend it. We spend it on dumb stuff.
We spend it on bullshit. Exactly. We spend it on
like
bullshit.
People got Gucci outfits and Bentleys and fucking classics and rims and all this shit on their shit, bro. Every PlayStation game that come out, like, we got the money. We just spend it on dumb shit, bro.
Pretty much.
We just spend it on dumb shit, bro. I like, you know how hard it is. So, like, a lot of rich people don't have a majority of the shit that motherfucking poor people have, bro. It's a lot of rich people that don't do all that because they too busy doing everything else. They realize that it's pointless, and when they spend money on vacations and shit like that, and we be like, oh man, they just be having so much money to spend. But no, they have damn near the same money you have. Obviously, they have more, but they had damn near the money you had. They just strategize with it differently.
Well, I look at it like this too, because I've been stepping into this minimalist lifestyle. I always talk about this shit. Look, I be thinking about myself, right? I be out here hustling. I be getting to the money, And sometimes I just be driving through and I be looking at the homeless people. I be like, the homeless people don't live nervous. See me, if my bank account don't look like something, like I'm nervous, like, nah, man, no bullshit, I gotta get to the money. But homeless people wake up every day with no money and they go to sleep fed and they got every essential they need. Now, I'm not saying that niggas should go out here and be homeless and like that, all that, but it's all about a fucking mindset. If we tell these motherfuckers we don't give a fuck, like we gonna get some food some way, somehow, because you know they always get food. We all everybody that live in the hood know a crackhead that been living for fucking 50 years. You be like, how this nigga surviving? That nigga ain't never had a dollar, but he always get what he need. Like the universe is gonna provide for you some way, somehow. I'm not saying go be a bum. I'm not saying don't go chase money, but just, you know, when shit get tough, just remind yourself, like, do I have the essential things, food, water, and shelter? As long as I got that, I'm gonna be all right no matter what. Like, no matter what comes. I'm over here nervous because I ain't got a fat ass bank account, but this motherfucker wake up every day with zero in his pocket and he end up with what he need every fucking night. It's not ideal, but he get what he need. Like he a crackhead, but that nigga survived for 40 fucking years being a crackhead with no money. So what the fuck is money? It's all about your mindset. Your wealth is your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
What is money? That's a very good fucking question. And I can tell you, money is the absence of someone else's liability. That's why gold is money, because it's no one else's liability. That's why Bitcoin is money, because it's nobody else's liability. When you look at your dollars or your fives or your 20s, they all say Federal Reserve notes used to settle debts. Those are liabilities of the Federal Reserve. Meaning, if the Federal Reserve fails, your dollars go to zero. Can you dig it?
Yes, sir.
how many people you know in the hood that got cigarettes and beers every day? Cigarettes.
Yeah, and that shit is expensive as fuck.
I grew up playing chess with the winos, nigga. Fuck beer. Them niggas had Wild Irish Rose and Philly cigars, nigga.
Yep. Niggas got the money, they just spend it on the wrong shit.
On the wrong shit. We get ready to be incentivized to change our spending habits, or motherfuckers is not gonna make it. Period. So I want to get into this video because we gonna be close to getting out of here soon. But I mean, I share this shit on my Instagram with you niggas because it ain't just about women. It's more to life than hoes. It's more to life than pussy. So you got to be well-rounded in your quote-unquote in your game, because life is the game. Your life is like a game of chess. And if you don't operate like the king, nigga, you will get checkmated. Period. Just like how white folks got niggas now in checkmate. Can't bust a move. Can you dig it? Anyway, let's get to the motherfucking video.
How far away are we from that reality, and your thoughts on central bank digital currencies?
I don't know, 1-2 years, something like that. I actually hope they're a little bit late so that the crisis comes before then to get everybody into it, and then you're trapped. Once we're all using central bank digital currencies, right now, they inflate the currency supply and they transfer wealth. But if they scare people too much, you can go into other assets. Well, once they got central bank digital currency, if they don't want you to buy gold, they just won't allow you. The currency won't buy it. The currency is programmable. They can control almost every aspect of your life once we get on any programmable currency, where they can, if they don't like you, they can make it so you can't spend any currency within a 5-mile radius, outside of a 5-mile radius of your home. If they don't want you to travel, you won't be able to buy airline tickets or take an Uber or pay for a hotel room. Once they get you into this, now I should have prepared and had this little bill, but in Taiwan, they came out with a note that was a temporary note to stimulate the economy. They printed a whole bunch of currency that had an expiration date on it. So as it starts reaching its expiration date, nobody wants to hold it. Velocity picks up, but the value of its purchasing power diminishes. And they can do, if they think they need to stimulate the economy, what they can do is punish you by charging you 10% on your savings. And if you notice your savings vanishing at this amazing rate, you're going to spend it before it vanishes. So they can cause, this is the one area that the Federal Reserve and the currency creators, they don't have direct control over it.
That's what's coming for you niggas. Like the most blacknificent grandsister, Dr. John Henry Clark said, if you niggas don't get it together now, you're going back into slavery. Now, you ain't got to take my motherfucking word for it. Keep fucking around and find out. Just like that meme on Instagram. The more you fuck around, the more you gonna find out, nigga. Any commentary, gentlemen?
Shit, man. I don't know, man. They told me I was gonna die in the year 2000, and I'm still here, so I'm gonna be all right no matter what. I will figure this shit out no matter what. Because there's a such thing as trying to over prepare. Because I don't know, like it might be a bad thing, but until I see shit with my own two eyes, I don't believe it. Because it's all on the media. But I know whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen, and I'm gonna either have to sink or float, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how I look at it. That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna sit up here and worry about what the fuck could happen. The future does not exist.
I used to have that same mindset until one day a motherfucker put a big ass 45 in my goddamn face, and I ain't have nothing to counter that with.
Yeah, so, but the thing is, you still here today.
Hold on. Yeah, that's
still
true.
Here today.
That's true. That's true. But it could also have went another way and it not been true. The point I'm making is it's better to be prepared and not need it than to need it and not be prepared. That's the point.
Yeah, but only sometimes you don't know what the fuck you gotta prepare for. And I just know whatever happened, just like he put that shit in your face. Now, next time you prepare, but guess what? You still here living today. And if it wasn't if it wasn't destined for you to get past that day, it wouldn't have been destined. But you wouldn't have been able to control that either way. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. But on the flip side, right? Now, here's the flip side. And it's only hypothetical because it didn't actually happen that way. Had I been strapped when that motherfucker did that, it could have turned out totally different. You understand what I'm saying?
You could be life in prison, or
exactly.
Hey, look,
but I would have rather have been prepared and took that chance than took a chance by not being prepared and not being able to defend.
Hey, look. I'll put it to you like this too. You could be prepared, you could not be prepared. You know, it's suck ass niggas that'll kill somebody. It's gangsta ass niggas that ain't got killed. So ain't no way, like, you just gotta live your fucking life. Cause it's niggas that got the strap on them. And they done got caught lacking. Anybody could get caught lacking. Anybody could get got at any moment. It don't matter how strapped you are, how wide your eyes is open. It could happen to anybody.
Fuck that though. If I gotta go and I gotta go that goddamn way, I'm going with my motherfucking weapon in my goddamn hand. Fuck that shit.
Well, shit, man. I ain't never had a weapon in my hand. I done almost got shot before. And shit, I done had shit happen to me, but I'm still here. You can't predict what's gonna happen. That's all I'm saying. Like you could get caught lacking. Shit, you could meet up with me and think I'm cool, and I could come over there and chip your shit. You know what I'm saying? You might put your guard down with a nigga like me. Oh, this nigga Ro, he cool, man. I ain't gotta have a strap on him. That's Ro. I can have a whole different mindset.
You 5'5" with a bald head, Shaft.
It don't matter. How tall was El Chapo, nigga? How tall was El Chapo?
Exactly.
How tall was El Chapo, nigga?
I got my eye on you short niggas.
Hey, how tall was El Chapo? That nigga was the coldest killer, smallest nigga in the world. He don't even look like a threat. That nigga look like somebody that'll cut your fucking grass. But that nigga out here murking shit. That shit don't matter. Anybody get caught lacking, nigga. Anybody, nigga.
El Chapo means shorty too.
Yeah, anybody, man. Anybody could get caught slipping, man.
I'd rather be prepared and be content knowing that if the inevitable happens, that I'm good. Then for the inevitable to happen and I don't have what I need, and then I gotta go to somebody else when I could have prepared for this shit, ahead of time. This is basically the same argument that I had on Instagram. And not an argument, but the same sentiment that I was expressing on Instagram. Shout out to The homie, I think his name is the whole hunter expert or some shit like that. The whole expert or something. But he had a post up there about some chick that she fucked around and her period hit. She ain't had no Kotex, and her no good boyfriend had her car, wouldn't bring her none. But the sentiment I was expressing in the comment is, wait a minute, that's your period. It's your body. It's your choice. You know you have a period every motherfucking month. You should be prepared. And if you ain't prepared, you can't really blame nobody else for your lack of preparation, because you got time. The information right there.
You know it's coming.
You know it's
You get
coming.
the time.
And
You saw it.
as far as the media goes, talking about this financial situation specifically, I get what you're saying about, you can only really take what they're saying with a grain of salt. But when you start seeing banks actually going bust, they not just talking. You know what I'm saying? Because 4 banks in the last motherfucking month, number 2 and number 3 of the largest motherfucking banks went bust over the past 30 days. Remember when motherfuckers couldn't get their money out of Bank of America a month before that? So that alone tell me you need to get the fuck prepared, because you don't want to be in a situation like them people, and you out here in a predicament where you fucked up, where you didn't have to be fucked up. So that's all I'm saying.
No, I definitely get you, but my sentiment is just like, niggas just can't worry about too much. That's why I don't fucking watch the news. I don't be on social media. I know that I trust myself to be able to adapt to the environment no matter what the fuck happened. Cause it's just like, okay, let's say they crash all the banks, nigga. Like, what the fuck is we gonna do? Let's say they do, like, all right, the only way
That's why
like,
I got some gold and some Bitcoin
but
and
they could
some
say
silver.
fuck that. They could say fuck everything. Like,
But it's not up to the.
we own
Listen,
you. We
wait,
own
it's
you. They
not.
could do
It's
all of
not.
that
It's
shit.
not up to them. It's up to the person who I'm trying to make a transaction with. So, for example, let's say all of the banks went busted today, and I wanted to buy something from Ro. I don't have to go through no motherfucking body else. If I snap the Ro and say, Ro, how you want to get paid? Gold, silver, Bitcoin. I don't have to go through nobody.
Well, I'll just put it to you like this, bro. I definitely understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying, and I think I'm fucking probably as prepared. Just because of the way I live my life. That's why I'm probably confident that I'll be all right. Because I'm like, all right, nigga. Worst case scenario, I know how to live off the bare minimum. I don't need to be rich and buy all of this crazy shit. Like, why do you need all of this shit? Because you just want to buy shit that don't matter 9 times out of 10. That's why you so fucking worried about money. Me, I'm just like, shit, as long as I got food, water, and somewhere to lay my fucking head, I'll be all right. So I guess that's probably why I think about money the way that I do. But my whole point is like, fuck, like, just shit,
Okay, but
man, just man up
let me
and
ask you
adapt.
this.
Whatever happens,
Let me
whatever
ask
fucking
you this.
happens, man up and adapt. Like, we
Let
gonna
me let me
adapt.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Let's say hypothetically that all of the banks fail and the dollar go to zero tomorrow. How you gonna get you some food? Where you gonna get it from? You
Shit,
gonna
I don't
steal it?
know. It's gonna come
That's
somewhere.
what I'm
The
saying.
same. But
That's
my
what I'm
point.
saying.
That's
Hold on,
my.
hold on,
But
hold on,
no,
no. Hold on, let me finish. That's what I'm saying. Is if you prepare in case that happens, you gonna be good. But if you don't prepare for that eventuality, if it does happen, then you'll be stuck in a position where you can't feed yourself, and you will have to resort to working to get what you're gonna need where you didn't have to before, or you're gonna resort to having to take it from somebody, in which case you putting your life in danger.
well,
You
shit.
choose
But
Bahamas.
But all
but
I
if
know
you
is,
prepare yourself, if you prepare yourself for that to be a, a possible outcome, then you don't have those other 2 worries that I
but
just mentioned.
but but all I'm saying is, like, I really hear what you're saying. I'm not saying that I disagree, but all I'm saying is, I look at the world every day, and I see motherfuckers who ain't never had shit, not a dime in their pocket, but they survived this motherfucking earth for fucking years. And while we over here stressing about money, like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying niggas should go be homeless, but when I drive through that homeless motherfucker, I drive through Skid Row, these motherfuckers be barbecuing and doing all kind of shit, and they ain't got no motherfucking job, not a pot to piss in, but they find a way to fucking survive. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna find a way to survive or not. But what I'm not about to do is fucking be scared of everything that could possibly happen, because you cannot be prepared for every last situation that's coming for you. I could be driving Uber, somebody could be behind me, I could have a strap on me, but this nigga could still pull a gun out and blow my motherfucking brains out. I can't, but I'm not about to be like, oh, I'm not driving Lyft no more because I'm scared. Like, no, I'm gonna do my shit.
That's
And
not
if
what
they
I'm
get
saying.
me, they get me. I can't control it.
That's not what's being said. And even in the example that you just gave, you just said, even if I got the strap, which is preparation, which is exactly what I'm saying. I'm not saying that even if you get prepared, that it can't go wrong, or that it's going to really make a difference. What I am saying is that lack of preparation is worse.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worse, but shit, man, I think
I
worrying
don't
is
want to be.
way worse
I
than
don't want
that.
to. I
I
don't
ain't
want
about
to
to
be in a
worry.
worse
Yeah,
position.
whatever gonna happen, gonna happen. I ain't about to sit up here and worry
Oh
about
man,
everything under the fucking sun.
I'm
That's what
worried
I ain't
about.
about to do.
I'm worried about this crunchy ass beard Tone got on the screen right now. This is crunchy. This shit look crunchy at the bottom. Oh, that's Ro.
Right.
I don't know how my shit keep popping up. They hacking my shit. I'm talking to Shrimp.
Crunchy ass beard. I'm like, that ain't even.
Oh shit! I thought that was you for a second, Tone. That's Ro with the
Man,
crunchy.
I didn't
That's
even
Ro
know
with
I
the
was on.
crunchy.
I'm
That's
like, what
Ro
the
with the
fuck?
crunchy beard.
See, they
Why am
hacking me. I'm talking
I
too real. They trying to get me. They about to get rid of my shit because they don't want us thinking like that.
It's all good, man. And on that, we gonna segue into our final thoughts to get out of here, man. Because I got some food to cook and some other things to do, man, before the day is out and the sun goes down. Tone, Ro, either one of you guys could go first. Don't make a difference.
Well, shit, man. I say you fuck with me and Top. Fuck with Top. Be prepared, but don't worry too much. I say you got to have a happy balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm over here arguing, shooting the shit with you, but I definitely, understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm prepared. I'm just prepared in my own way. Everybody gonna prepare in different ways. And you got to have a little bit of both. Like, I ain't crazy. I ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? I know shit could hit the fan. I always think about shit hitting the fan. But. Just have a balance. Don't worry. Live your life every day and just do what you got to do to survive, man. Like, don't let nothing stress you out too much, but don't be stupid enough and not be prepared, like Top talking about. But that's all I got right there. That's it.
I want to speak on what I would consider the perfect middle of between those two. I think it's like levels or layers to what both of y'all saying. Like on one end, you got where Ro is saying, he know that whatever's gonna come at him, he gonna survive it. But what Top is talking about is thriving. Like how you said you've been shot at before, but it never hit you. If you had a gun, you can shoot back and put you in less. You're in survival mode. Like okay, I know how to survive, but preparedness puts you in position to thrive. So I don't think either one of what y'all are saying is incorrect. But being more prepared makes you more able to say, whatever come at me, I got that shit. You know what I mean? I just made a plan for every outcome.
Exactly.
And even if you don't, if you can plan for every outcome, but like let's say like for instance, he shot at you, right? Well, he chasing after you now. You don't have nothing to shoot back with, so you're not prepared to put yourself in position to better survive the situation because you don't have a gun.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And yeah, I think a lot of people's problem is, I'm not saying that you're wrong or nothing, Ro, because that's true, but a lot of people's problem is that waiting to see what happens and then reacting, because one of the hardest things to do, people used to tell me all the time, it's easier to keep up than it is to catch up. Mm-hmm. And which is true. Like you fall behind, you're like, fuck, I gotta learn and do at the same fucking time. Versus learning before it happens, practicing, and that's one less thing you gotta think about in a situation. Like you could be one of them people that you've trained yourself in a situation so good that when somebody came to shoot at you and your eyes are on a swivel, so somebody might be possibly coming for you. You peep it ahead of time, you duck, he missed, you reach for your gun. you've been going training so much with your gun, you instinctively turn around, pow in the head. You don't even have to think because that's your nature. Now all you have to do is say, hey, wait on the police and tell what happened.
Oh shit! I know one
Indeed.
thing. Like you could look at it both ways. I got a cousin. That nigga was a gangster. He was real active. He stayed strapped. He was on alert. Every time I hang around, he looking over his shoulder. And guess where he at? He in the grave, and I'm still here. It could be part luck too, but I'm just saying, like maybe if he wasn't in that lifestyle, he probably would have stayed alive
Exactly.
longer. You know what I'm
If
saying?
he was more
agree.
prepared
I agree with you.
I would believe he would depict it.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Preparation probably would have prevented him from being in any gang, being affiliated in any gang activity at all.
Well, but see,
But,
that's like different
but,
preparations. Maybe I
but,
prepared by not joining. You know what I'm saying? Like I know
well,
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna put myself in that
exactly.
situation.
See, that's and you by you preparing yourself in that manner, right, is quite possibly why you still here. And rest in peace to your cousin.
Yeah. Rest in peace, definitely. I ain't
You know what
dissing
I'm
you,
saying?
cousin. Don't try to
But
fight me when we get up there together, nigga. I ain't dissing
you sound right.
you.
One thing that I have learned, man, is that whether what you think is eventually going to happen or not, being prepared for me eliminates a lot of unnecessary stress because I have found for myself that when I'm not prepared for something that eventually happens or has the potential to eventually happen, and I got to do like Tone said, I got to catch up. It's always been, a bad experience for me. So that's why I advocate being prepared as you possibly can for as many situations as you can contemplate and conjure up in your mind that you may be in, depending on what kind of lifestyle you live and the things that you do. You know what I'm
And then at
saying?
that point, you'll be ready for whatever come at you with no fear.
Exactly. Exactly. And you will not only be able to survive that situation, but you'll come out on top because you'll be able to thrive
Well, I
from
know
that.
one thing. If the dollar crash, I'm waiting for an old lady that went grocery shopping. I'm gonna be prepared. She can't. What she gonna
Row
do? I'm
going on.
taking her shit.
Wait, Row going on a crime spree in San Francisco. Nigga.
And what
that
you gotta
nigga,
do is
that
start
nigga,
doing DoorDash and
that,
kicking
that
those
nigga,
in when they still get their food.
that nigga gonna go to San Francisco with a superhero uniform and a rainbow cape. Nigga is rob everything.
Pause. Nigga, pause. Hold on, G.
That nigga said,
Don't
"Paul."
disrespect me like that.
And then that mean you robbing all colors, creeds, and sexual orientation.
That's what I'm saying,
You
man.
don't
Anyway,
discriminate with your
man.
robberies.
I know that's right. Anyway, man, I appreciate you fellas for coming through and participating in the show another week. Hopefully, we can make it back next weekend on Saturday, same time, same place. Bring more of this motherfucking fire to you. Hit the motherfucking Cash App. I gotta get Tone and Ron. I know both of y'all probably got Cash App. We gotta put y'all Cash Apps in the link too, because they don't necessarily have to donate to me. If they want to donate to you because they was feeling what you were saying, then so be it. So it's all about spreading the love. But anyway, my final thoughts, man, is the world is burning down. A lot of people want to see it burn down, and to some extent, it needs to burn down. But it's very difficult to see another system from inside another system. It's very difficult for people to imagine how the world is going to be in the next 10, 20, 30, 50 years. Because I remember when I was growing up and I was watching the Jetsons. We've only made it to electric cars this far. You know what I'm saying? Even though they had them shits way back in the days before I was born in the early 1900s. We've only made it that far thus far. But with the way technology grows in an exponential manner, which most of us can't conceive of because we have a tendency to think in a linear fashion when it comes to numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't think 1, 10, 100, 10,000. We don't think in exponentials like that. It's very difficult. But if technology is any indication of what's to come, boy, oh boy. Welcome to this brave new world. And with that, I'm gonna take y'all out with the homie King Jordan. I'm still buying, cause I'm still out here buying this gold and silver and this motherfucking Bitcoin. just in case, because you never know. And with that, we'll see you motherfuckers next week, hopefully, or at least next time.
Everybody, it's your boy Sean King here, back with another live play from King Jordan PCR. He's up to bat today. Remember, King Jordan himself is 100 for 100 on all cap plays today. Unbelievable job, Chip. You got to understand that this man right here is about that bread. Coming up to bat, King Jordan PCR.
I'm still buying, another 100 cap playing, I ain't lying, I'm still buying, I just spent another 50 on the playing, no, I wasn't even trying, I'm still buying, another 100 cap playing, I ain't lying, I'm still buying, I just spent another 50 on the playing, no, I wasn't even trying, call me around 1 o'clock. Don't mean to sound sneaky, but I make most of my money when it's after dark. Tell me about what you got. You need to be professional, not questionable. I'm paying cash right on the spot. Now meet me at the drop, I mean the other spot. I met so many people here, it started looking hot. I made a whole new wave, I need to buy a yacht. They call my phone and say they put my number at the top. And when I'm at the top, I ain't gonna never stop. I'm gonna run the market up until that bubble pops. They say the market too inflated, tell me what you got. More than 400, catch them up, then maybe we can talk. I'm still buying, another 100 cap playing, I ain't lying, I'm still buying, I just spent another 50 on the playing, no, I wasn't even trying, I'm still buying, another 100 cap playing, I ain't lying, I'm still buying, I just spent another 50 on the playing, no, I wasn't even trying.
And now a word from our sponsors.
If you're still buying like me, then you should be using the Make Profit app, a calculator for hustlers that makes it really easy to focus on the money and not the math, so you can have a profitable day. Available on Apple App Stores and Google Play.
Too many people getting paid this way. I know a 17-year-old who got his figures today. I got this red bone, she cut off her niggas today. I'm talking about got hella mad, cut off her niggas today. Now I ain't got nothing to do with people stealing, okay? Who would've known they had more in it than some steel anyway? Oh, you ain't know about precious metals, what's the deal? Or you say, well, it depends on who you callin', what's the price that they pay? Now calling me would be the best anyway. I done gave more cash out to people than the banks no more day. I'm taking more shots, I don't miss, I'm like a Steph with the J. You in the way, I cash you out, it's best that I pay.
I'm really sorry. Yeah. Well, hey, I'm really sorry too.
I'm still buying, another 100 cap playing, I ain't lying, I'm still buying, I just spent another 50 on the playing, no, I wasn't even trying, I'm still buying, another 100 cap playing, I ain't lying, I'm still buying, I just spent another 50 on the playing, no, I wasn't even trying.
Rick, have you ever heard the expression, the customer is always right? Yeah, well, here I am.